Assalamualaikum to the panels, Dr. Nik Roslin binti Nik Muhammad Masjid and Encik Muhammad Suhairi bin Me'on. My name is Siti Khairunnisa binti Kiran and my supervisor's name is Professor Madya Ahmad Kamil Hussein. Today I want to present my final year project titled is Final Element Analysis on FLEXURE Behaviors of Hybrid Composite Skateboard. First thing first is project summary. So the skateboard is a recreation and sporting device for riding on. The main deck consists of short and oblong-shaped deck made of conventional hardwoods such as maple and plywood mounted on small roller skate wheels. A new man-made hybrid composite material replacing the natural composite wood for the skateboard will be introduced. The hybrid composite deck is made of layers of carbon and glass laminates. The two types of loadings, which is 3-point bending and 4-point bending, will be investigated. The modeling and finite element analysis will be performed using the Abacus package. Next slide is introduction and background. So, bus, motorcycles and cars are the main transportations in UiTM Shah Alam campus for students to commute from one place to another. To make Shah Alam as a green campus, in-campus students must walk, ride bicycles or use skateboards to classes rather than depend on gasoline vehicles. This will reduce carbon footprint significantly. Skateboard comes in two sizes, which is 5-foot or longer longboard and 2.5-foot shortboard. Hybrid skateboard deck blends at least one layer of bamboo with one or more layers of any acceptable wood. Composites are important materials that are widely used today, not only in the aerospace industry, but also in a large and growing number of commercial engineering applications. The main categories of composites are polymer metric composites (PMC), metal metric composite (MMC), and ceramic metric composite (CMC). Hybrid composite material. Hybrid composite material is defined as combining of two different materials with varying chemical and physical properties. Composite material is made up of a matrix and a fiber, which can be natural or synthetic. Composites are prepared using synthetic fibers, primarily glass fibers, because they are less expensive than other synthetic fibers and have superior mechanical properties. The figure shown is hybrid composite laminates, the combination of woven fabric and non-woven glass fiber mats. Next slide is literature review. 3-point and 4-point bending tests will be used the same hybrid material, which is carbon and glass. According to Weibull statistics, mechanical strength measured by 4-point bending will be lower than mechanical strength measured through 3-point bending. Two standard methods must be used in testing bending or flexure strength. The figure shows is the example of 3-point loading system and 4-point loading system. Based on the figure, a traditional maple deck is shown on the left. These typically have 5A cross splice and are priced at the low end of the spectrum. When choosing materials for the deck, it is natural to seek to minimize mass. It is preferable to find a material that reduces vibrations because they are annoying. As a result, the goals will be to reduce mass while increasing damping. Next is ASTM standard. ASTM International, previously known as the American Society of Tests and Materials, is a qualified personnel body that specializes in the material test and provides information on standards. Its main objective is to ensure compliance with quality requirements and standards when using materials for engineering projects. ASTM has established standards for corrosion and wear tests on certain metal materials and alloy. Purpose of each ASTM standard is slightly different and need to be researched and studied. ASTM standards that have been used must be suitable to use for the test that will be made. Next is bending theory. Conventional beam theories assume that columns are only placed in the center plane of the beam. The effects of eccentric bearing on the bending stiffness of the beam were investigated. Due to the shear pressure and bending moment, the beam undergoes deformation. This normal strain that cause of bending are known as flexure stress. So the below is the formula given to calculate the flexure test. problem statement of this project is, consumers are duped into believing that new normal skateboard deck models are better based on advertising campaigns rather than mechanical improvement. Few longboard skateboard deck manufacturers have shown a commitment to sustainability in the materials they use for their boards. Modulus of rupture and apparent bending stiffness of self-constructed laminates will be tested in order to identify carbon and glass laminate orientations with potential for use in longboard skateboard decks. The objectives of this project are to model a hybrid skateboard of 4 different layups of carbon glass hybrid composite plates, to perform finite element analysis by applying 3-point and 4-point bending tests on the skateboard, and to analyze and compare the behavior of the hybrid composite plates. The scope of this project is the composites are set up to 4 layers and 4 layup variation. The overall thickness is fixed, and the loading is fixed to one which is same weight is used to all cases. While for the limitation is, the results of the finite element analysis will not be supported with laboratory evidence. The methodology of this project is classified into 5 steps. Firstly is gathering information, means that collect information by doing research and study through the article, journal or website that related about FLEXURE behavior on hybrid composite skateboard. Second step is selection of material. Material for testing in this project are using the combination of carbon and glass. Based on research paper, the result shows best FLEXURE properties when layers of carbon are at the exterior. Meanwhile, highest compressive strength are provided by alternating carbon or glass layer. The intensity of tensile strength occurs towards stacking sequence. In addition, to provide good correlation with data experimental, solution of analytical must be developed and shown in order to gain maximum strength by allowing optimization the stacking sequence of the hybrid composite. Next step is software application. Applications that are suitable for use to run finite element analysis for hybrid composite are ANSYS and Abacus. During this project, software that selected is Abacus. For 3D simulation, by using Abacus software, the simulation of 3D can be made to clearly see the bending analysis for 3-point loading system and 4-point loading system. Lastly is experimental view. Precise information is important, but in experimental view to be applied in laboratory. In order to gain the best result, exact parameter must be applied into simulation from the laboratory even though it will be known as non-physical experiment. Next slide is expected result. In figure 1, the analysis and modeling of 3-point bending was using Abacus software. In figure 2, it shows the different result because of the different type of laminate. As the different type of laminate will produce the different value in maximum pressure load, maximum strength, and also apparent bending stiffness. Lastly, the figure 3 shows the type of layup versus the percentage of material. Basically, in this project is having 4 types of layup. Firstly, the first layup is 2 carbon at top plus 2 glass at the bottom. For the second layup is 2 glass at the top and 2 carbon at the bottom. Third layup is 1 carbon at top plus 2 glass at the middle plus 1 carbon at the bottom. And the last layup is 1 glass at the top plus 2 carbon at the middle plus 1 glass at the bottom. This is the preliminary result. The 3-point bending analysis is produced using the Abacus software. So that's all from me. Thank you.